Oh, it's serious business.
We're doing it live. Hi, everyone. Yes, now Mercer's just gonna keep laughing. This is Karen Rivera from Pixelitis, and we are doing Super Brunch Force. I keep wanting to say Super Brunch Force Time, but that's like Adventure Time plus three other words, I think. Super Brunch Force. Yeah, yep, yep, yep. Um, it's
For brunch
Sunday
force adventure
morning.
time.
Super Brunch Force Adventure
Saturday.
Time. Redux.
Saturday morning, actually.
Sequel. The sequel, prequel. Um,
Third in the series.
Episode 4.
Episode 4 does not
Exactly.
follow canon.
No, no, it does not follow canon. We actually hired the entire cast of girls. I'm not actually Karen Rivera. My name is Allison Williams. No, I'm not. Not not any of that.
I've actually never watched that show. I feel like I'm a farce of a 20-something-year-old woman in this day and age who hasn't watched Girls.
Me
Anyway.
too. It's totally okay. So so let's oh whoa. Cool. I'm just opening up Q&A now. Oh, this feature is disabled. Oh, sorry guys. I don't even know what we're doing. Um, oh, oops. I had to turn it on before I started the
Oh.
video. Oh well. You can
You
always
can
just
tweet
tweet
us
it.
questions.
Exactly. Um, anyway, so here we are. Let's get started with some of the stuff we saw this week. Anyway, Mercer, give me the down low. Give me all the deets.
I think that one of the biggest things, which we talked about yesterday on Pixelitis, is the new announcement for Halo 5. What I thought was particularly interesting about that, though, was the we're going to have a TV show too news.
Yeah.
I think that I'm interested to see how that's going to go, because from the release on the Xbox News website, they said that it was going to be like tied into the game, but I'm not sure how that's going to be a thing. Like, I don't know how you could make a television show that goes along with a game that someone's playing. You know what I mean? I feel like there are different paces there, and I'm interested to see how they're gonna do that. They said they're going to announce more at E3, just like everybody else has said this week. And I'm interested to see how that goes. I'm happy that you and Patrick are going, because then I'll get because then I'll get all of the down low really fast. What did you think about it? Are you a Halo player at all, or?
I'm actually not. I tend to be. I'm not. See, I've tried to play Halo in its many iterations. I've had friends tell me that it's definitely worth a shot, and every time I'm reminded of the time I played it in college, and all these bros were around me and being like, "No, you gotta shoot over here. No, 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 on your left." This is too much pressure for a non-bro. Like, back off, step off. But I mean, everyone can play. I'm just saying that my experience was relegated to the bros. So.
Yeah, I had a similar experience. So
Mm.
I don't know. I had a similar experience. I've played it since then, seeing as my husband enjoys it and games like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm interested to play this next one, as I think they're building so much up to it that I think it'll be a good experience. So, like, for example, the collection that's being rumored with all of the Halo, like, 1 through 4, I think playing through that on my own and then playing Halo 5 might be a fun thing to do.
I always say that I'm going to do that before the release. Like, as soon as they announce, like, a thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play all the games before that, and I'll be ready when it comes out. Yeah, that hasn't happened.
I don't think it'll. I mean, I can say that it'll happen. I hope it'll happen, but I probably won't have time.
Yeah, I kind of don't. But, well, I mean, it depends. You can prioritize. Unfortunately, my first-person shooter experience, or anything where I'm pew-pewing at things and killing a lot of people, is mostly relegated to BioShock, and then maybe some, like, special side-scrollers. So, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, I see when I like pew at things, I usually just like mash buttons until it does something. Um, so, so like I'll just hold a button down and like have a massive stream of bullets until I run out of ammo, and then I'm like, well, I guess that's done. That was a fun 5 seconds. I killed a lot of dudes in that one fell swoop, but now I have nothing. So, oh well.
No, it's definitely a thing that happens. Trust me.
Um, so yeah, that was some big news. Obviously, not for everyone. um, so there's that. Let me see what else this week that was super interesting. I was actually just reading something um, about Square Enix releasing new content for in Final Fantasy.
Really?
Yeah, there's gonna be because they're celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me more. Yeah, they're celebrating 7 years of Final Fantasy by releasing new content, which is pretty cool.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird thinking about it now that a lot of these franchises now are as old as we are. I think, crap, I want to say 4 or 6 are like almost like 20 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
feel
pretty
bad that I don't
scary.
remember which one, but
I'm not sure which one either, to be entirely honest with you.
whatever. I mean, it happens. As I sit here, honestly, I half of my time spent this entire week was playing Hearthstone. So like, I worked, and then I just turned on my iPad and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna deal all these spells. I'm gonna play as a mage. This is my first time. So this is really kind of sad. So I picked up Hearthstone not knowing what I was really gonna get into because I've tried to play Magic. So like real
Mm-hmm.
talk, I've played Magic maybe about 2 times. I found it kind of overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nah, I'm gonna nix that. But I've played D&D before.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that has anything to do with card games, but like, as soon as you learn like classes in a game, you know what classes do in pretty much every other game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
that's true.
um, so when I started playing Hearthstone, it was more so about like learning how to build the deck and learning how to do all these things. And I've found myself now like seeking advice from all my friends on how to play the game and do it right. So I don't know. Hearthstone is a thing that people have been spending their lives on a significant amount of time, and I'm just like falling into there now, like months later. I'm like, oh, hello, how is everyone?
I'm here now.
Exactly. Like a few months later, so it's like I'm the noob, and everyone's like, dude, where have you been this whole time? I'm like, yeah, I'm
Or
terrible.
they're like, "Hey, let's play" or something like that. I'm like, I don't know what it is that I'm doing right now. You are doing a whole lot of things, and I'm trying to keep up, but it's not working really.
Have you played? Have you played Hearthstone?
Yeah, so I play Magic, or I played Magic for a period of time before I was like, wow, this is a lot of money that I do not have to spend on like cards.
Right.
So I have them like all over my house, and my husband is still like buys me booster packs, like not knowing that that's not a thing anymore. So like
Mhm.
I was attracted to Hearthstone, and I started playing it. I just haven't like given it as much time as I think I should. I have a lot of friends that are like ranked players and all of that. I've just found it to be not something that's like able to draw my attention. So I'll play it like when I'm watching TV or something like that.
Yeah, that's what's been happening to me as of late.
I just don't feel like it has like the satisfaction to me that like playing a game that has like levels or quests or whatever does. So I mean, like they have the daily quests where it's like get to level 10 or something like that. But it's not the same for me.
No, I feel yeah. I'm I'm trying to do the daily quests now every day, but it takes a really big chunk of time out of, like, it's not even, I'm like, fine, I gotta get the gold, I gotta do this, alright, I'll do this. I was like, why can't I just enjoy playing it for what it is? And no, not happening. So,
Yeah.
ugh.
I. Oh.
Just my love affair with Hearthstone is over now.
Yeah, it's fun because like I played a lot of World of Warcraft, so like obviously all of my BattleNet buddies are there, which is cool because I can like talk to people that I haven't talked to in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sad that that's like through Hearthstone, and I don't just reach out to them on Facebook and be like, hey, we're friends here too. How's it going?
No, let me show off my Murloc Raider to you, and then be like, Murloc Rush. It's like, and then post on the side, be like, how's the baby?
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, hey, how's it going? Oh, nothing much. Nothing's happening. Just playing on my druid, like you do.
Druid time. Super Druid time force. Super Druid Brunch force.
Super Druid Brunch force!
Can we do one where we dress up like druids or like...
Yes. I bought a TARDIS onesie footy pajama set yesterday, so I'll have to wear that when we do it.
Why didn't you wear it now? I can't believe it.
I have like a shaming amount of footy pajama sets, and so I don't think that I need to unveil those. But I also have like a bunch of kigurumis. So
a bunch of what?
Do you not know what kigurumis are?
No, I don't.
Oh my god. They're like fleece, essentially footy pajamas without the feet. They are animal themed, so like I have a fox one. I'm just gonna find you a picture so you don't think that I'm being weird. So they are a thing. Like I am not the only one that has them or knows.
No, I'm sure they exist. So we have our first. So we actually have our first tweet question. Comes from our editor-in-chief, intrepid Pixelitis follower, who's up early, bless his poor soul. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One Sans Connect announcement?
Well, I think I have like mixed feelings about it. So I feel like I do agree that it's good that they're doing it to obviously try to get more sales.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably a bummer for people who bought the original, the original like device. I guess I don't know. Because of the fact that they had to pay that extra money. So like I know I talked to my cousin about this. He was one of the like not original buyers because there's a bunch of those people, but he bought it when it first came out, and he was a little bit bummed out. He's like, well, I wish I'd known that like this was gonna happen because I don't really care about the Kinect, and they said that it was something that was like integral to the platform as a whole, and he was kind of bummed because they've essentially forced everyone to buy technology that they're not using, and now that they're going to release it without that, I don't really know. It seems silly that they backpedals.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in the past year since they made all those announcements, the whole DRM thing, all these other things that happened with Xbox, it's like they're just kind of like stepping back. They're like, oh, we're listening to all these people doing all these things, and I guess they realized that they probably shouldn't have done that, but I feel like the Kinect is such a troubled thing to use, and there's still so much functionality that is dependent on the Kinect that for them to not sell it is really confusing to me, because there are certain things like logins for your Xbox that you can only do through your Kinect, or something that makes it like, I've used it maybe about like once or twice, to be completely honest. Xbox One makes me laugh hysterically because I'm not kidding. I have a 13-year-old cousin who has like tried to yell at it like Xbox volume up, and I'm like, I'll yell it out. I'll be like Xbox volume up, and it'll listen to me, and he'll look at me and be like, So I mean, to which point then we just yell Xbox die in a fire, and you know,
It
the
works,
entire
I
house
guess.
bursts in flames. Sure, yeah, I guess it works.
Oh, yeah, that seems like a viable use.
Yeah, I feel bad for a lot of companies that were thinking about building a game with the Kinect. I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? It's like you have the technology there, you're already selling it, but I guess that they want to do some of that. And also, Harmonix was dependent on the Kinect for their upcoming game Fantasia, which is kind of a big setback for them. You know what I mean? That functionality was dependent on that for them, and it's like, oh, well, now you can't do it on the Xbox One. So what?
Yeah, that's a super bummer. There's been a trend of people like making statements and then kind of like going back on them lately, I feel like, in gaming, which is like a pretty large bummer. So like I'm happy that they're making these changes, obviously. A lot of them are they're restating or correcting their statement. But I also feel like most of the statements that they're going back on kind of needed a more definitive response. So a lot of people are like, yeah, well, we're gonna like kind of change what we said, but you know, not entirely. We're just gonna kind of make it a little bit maybe a little bit better. Maybe.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, you just need to set a line and be there, and not just like kind of namby-pamby about what you're going to be trying to say.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know at what point it's kind of like pandering to the audience and what point it is pandering to, or like trying to think critically about their end line or like their business. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you have to sell consoles, and the biggest drawback for the Xbox was that it was $100 more expensive than the PS4. How much that played into, you know, their consideration is really. It's all speculation. I'm sure it was, because you know what I mean. Less technology to build means you can sell a cheaper machine, so that's fine. But I just feel really bad because there's a lot of developers who I'm sure had plans to work with something like that, and even a company as big as Harmonix. I mean, they're still an indie, somewhat indie. Right. They made a lot of money off of Rock Band and everything, but now they're trying to like step into a lot of different areas. What are they going to do now? So
yeah. I mean, I think that they're going to be burning a lot of bridges as well. I mean, I don't have an Xbox One because of the fact that it doesn't have like backwards compatibility, which is really important to me. So I think obviously there's like a lot of differences between the different consoles, and I understand that Xbox One needs to like try to make itself more attractive. But I think that in doing that, it's going to be a detriment to their company because people won't see them as entirely dependable, and obviously developers and game companies are going to be like, well, we don't really know what's going to stay with Xbox, you know what I mean? Like, what's going to change? What's going to stay the same? Are they going to make a statement when they first release a console and then have it not be the case as it now is?
Yeah, they're kind of like that flaky friend that you invite out to events, or you're like, dude, it'd be really great if you came, and then they'll be like, yeah, I'm totally coming, and then they're like 2 hours before, they're like, oh, I can't make it. I've got a stomach ache.
Yeah. Except like that friend is DJing your party or something like that. And they're like, yeah, I'll totally come and DJ.
Exactly. That friend is like the one that makes the Jello shots that everyone was really excited about.
Exactly. And then they're like, oh yeah, sorry, I just can't make it. And everyone's like, oh.
So it's almost like the party still exists, but you don't have like the cool part of it. Not that I'm saying the Kinect was cool. I don't know. I was trying to get somewhere with something, and I failed miserably in that respect. Also, it could have been a really nice quiche. It didn't have to be Jello shots.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, quiche is delicious. Lots of people go to parties for quiche. I know that that's a main determining factor when I get a Facebook invite. Is there going to be quiche? But only if it has bacon in it. Bacon quiche. Otherwise, I don't care.
I only know quiche Lorraine, which I think is a ridiculous name for a plate, but I don't know. This is a thing I'm thinking about.
Well, that's fine. Quiche is important. We just made it very clear that quiche is an important thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry to anyone who's... Actually, no, you know what? Quiche is important. If you're listening to this and you don't like quiche, I got nothing to apologize for.
You shouldn't apologize for your love of quiche.
No, I should never have to apologize for that.
Listen, we're in a world where it's okay. Like, people accept you for who you are.
It's okay to love quiche. Thank you. Thank you for validating that for me, because I've spent a lot of my life worrying about admitting my love for quiche out in public.
I'm gonna keep laughing. I can't stop.
Andrew is probably listening to this being like, what is happening right now? Why is this a thing?
I mean, they allowed us to do it. They knew
That's
fully
true.
well what the consequences of their actions were going to be. Quiche Lorraine is one
Quiche
of them.
Lorraine. Maybe if I have a daughter, that's what I'll name her.
Meet my daughter, Quiche Lorraine.
It'll have to be hyphenated, though. So it's all her first name. Not like Quiche first name, Lorraine middle name. But Quiche Lorraine, all one word. Oh,
Okay. Sorry. On top of that, our other writer, Steven, just posted or just tweeted at us, and he's like, guys, I'm feeling kind of sick to my stomach, but I have a sick Moby remix. So I was laughing hard at that. So yeah, I mean, this Xbox thing will be interesting to see. I'm hearing actually that Nintendo is going to have a big Q&A for Super Smash Brothers at E3, and they're also going to be announcing another 3DS game.
I was just looking at that, yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of speculation going on. Somebody actually also posted they're thinking that it's going to be a Majora's Mask remake, which would be kind of amazing news and would further contribute to our initial reporting. We did a story back in New York Comic Con, I want to say 2013, where there was speculation. Eiji Aonuma, actually, someone asked him a question about there are going to be hints for like Majora's Mask, and it's like, is that going to be a lead up in what was then they were talking about a Link Between Worlds, and he's like, well, you'll just have to play the game and see. And I'm like, wait a second. So are you announcing that there isn't? I guess so. So at this rate, I feel like that's something that's definitely going to happen. I mean, Nintendo has to pull out all the stops at this rate. I don't know what they're not going to announce.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know. E3 this year is definitely going to be interesting and exciting, I think. There are so many new things that have happened in this year, just like in terms of the structure of games as a whole and like what you can and can't do in them, that I'd be very surprised if there wasn't some kind of new like mind-blowing thing that's going to be announced. As mind-blowing as an announcement can be without actually like playing it.
I mean, it's the first year after the console release, the big console war release, so it's like kind of now everyone can start developing the content. Because, I mean, the PS4... Okay, so Transistor is coming out next week, which I am balls to the wall excited about. Like, oh my god. Quite literally. Balls to the wall excited.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Thanks for keeping me
in the know.
Yeah, it's very important for me to know that. My day much better. Anyway, continue what you were saying. I'm gonna stop being awkward.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, so I was talking about how Transistor is one of the biggest games that I was looking forward to for the PS4. Ooh, I just lost video. Oh, that's really great. Oh, no,
I see. Yeah, I was like, I see your face. I don't not see it.
Okay, so. That was a little weird. Anyway, or maybe I lost you. Who knows? So the game's coming out next Tuesday, and there are really scant details of the plot. I mean, most Supergiant games are very plot driven, and unfortunately, the thing is, I don't have a PC, so that kind of puts me in the party of like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait for when the game comes out on the Mac, or if it comes out for another rivaling platform that is not the PS4 or the PC. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see how this game is gonna play. And I saw the launch trailer yesterday, and I was so excited. I was like, I literally thought to myself, can I actually buy a PS4 right now? Can I do that? And I'm like, Karen, do you realize that you're gonna like put yourself like $500 more in debt just to play a game? And I'm like, no, but I've been wanting to play this game for so long. And I'm like, maybe it might be worth it. Right, yeah, you know. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, I don't know. Are you familiar with Supergiant Games' previous IP, Bastion?
I have not played it. I have read and heard a lot about it.
You should pick it up. I think I might even have an extra code for Bastion lying around somewhere, so I can actually send it your way. I think I have to look for it, but it should be okay. Anyway, so yeah, but that's like the only other game that I can think of off the top of my head that I've been excited for the PS4. I mean, I know a lot of people have been playing like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I know that Andrew was like really excited about playing that game when it came out. And I think that was on the PS4. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, wherever you are. But
I think that it was, but I'm not sure. I'm not Andrew. That's not my name. That's not my name.
No.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't.
Okay. I was like, but that's all I heard. So I'm like,
No. I answered and then I said, but my name is not Andrew, so don't. I'm not. I don't know. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I feel like maybe this is the year that I'll actually catch up to everyone else and start playing other games that I haven't traditionally been known to play. Because I don't know. Maybe 2014 is the year that I step out a little more. Get out there a little more often.
Put yourself out there. It's the only way to succeed.
Yeah. Are there any specific game genres that you haven't played that you're interested in checking out? Are there any games that are like piquing your interest now?
Yeah. So I really want to like the Borderlands games. Like I really want to like them. I like the sense of humor. I think that they're funny, but I'm just like I can't. Like anything that is even remotely FPS is like not anything I want to go near. So like everyone and their mom has been like, play Borderlands with me, play Borderlands with me. I bought it for Xbox 360 and I hated it because I don't like the Xbox 360 controls. So then I bought it for my Mac because I'm like, yeah, sure, that makes sense. Let me like play it on a computer. That'll be like totally different, right? And it wasn't. It's exactly the same. So I bought it twice, and I've only played it for like, I don't know, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. And I would really love to love it. And so that's anything in the I just want to be able to like be good at FPSs or enjoy them enough to generate skill.
No, me too. I've given a lot of thought to the idea that I tend to be very dismissive of. I'm trying to be more open to the idea that there are good FPSs out there with interesting plot lines or other things that would make up for the fact that in general it's a genre that I'm not innately good at.
Yes.
You know, it's hard to feel good about a game that like when you play it the first time you're like, there's too many controls. How do I do this?
Right.
And I feel like, so this is really dumb. I feel like there should be like a universal, like, not like controls, but there should be there should be kind of like a universal kind of layout where everything is going to be in the same area. So like, you know, your trigger is always going to be the X button instead of like some people actually put it up as the trigger button.
Yeah.
Sorry, as I put up my hands, I look like a spider. I'm like,
no, I was just doing that too. Yes. like a raptor spider though. So there's
Do we all have like? I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe raptors have short arms too. So. I'm doing this.
I just see like because I'm just doing this, and I feel like raptors and T-Rexes only have 2 fingers. So they do this. This is how they would play video games or FPSs. I don't know.
They would just do. How would they even grab it? Like, can they even turn their arms upside down? Maybe do this.
Maybe I don't know. Someone would need to hold it for them.
Yeah, I think so. Or like someone. Okay, game devs and people who create things like peripherals. You guys should be making a control for all the dinosaurs out there who want to play. Like,
it's important. It's very
important. I feel like you guys are missing out on a core group of potential gamers.
Yeah, definitely. Dinosaurs and quiche lovers are humans too, and so they all need to be catered to, as it were.
With quiche Lorraine.
With quiche Lorraine. Dinosaurs probably love quiche Lorraine too.
I mean,
anyway.
Eggs, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like on Neopets, right? Wasn't that where? Wasn't that where the omelet was in the dinosaur place? Wasn't it dinosaurs?
I never played Neopets online. I think I kind of said no to that one when I was a kid. I was like, I'm not. This looks like a time suck.
Well, Steven would be able to confirm for me that the omelets. Maybe not. He probably couldn't. But let me just make sure that I'm the only one, the Lone Ranger, that knows about where the omelets are.
I'm pretty sure you're not alone. There are plenty of other people who who definitely shared your love. I don't know.
I don't still play it. Is Neopets even still a thing?
I think it might be. I don't know.
Let's see.
Kids need something on the internet, right?
Wow, it is still a thing. Holy moly, there are ads everywhere on this page. I can't tell what is the site and what is advertisements. Anyway, sorry, that's...
Okay. So on that note...
was a non sequitur. That derailed pretty quickly. Sorry.
No, it's okay. And on that note, I don't know. I feel like we could keep going on forever, but such is life that it is a very transient... This was a transient moment in existence.
Sweet sorrow.
Such sweet sorrow that we must be parting, Mercer.
Indeed.
And we should probably do this more often. We should have like the old girls club. We could call it the old dinosaur girls club or something.
Old dinosaur lovers quiche Lorraine club.
Dinosaurs can't even do like a little heart.
They could try. I don't think they have like knuckles.
Yeah.
To bend.
So they probably just do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
So
Right.
this is the end of our podcast. We're trying to send love to you all, our little super brunch time force. Brunch time force. See, I'm gonna keep saying it.
It's
super
fine.
brunch quiche Lorraine dinosaur peripheral force.
Yeah, all of those things. It's a great time. We're equal opportunity.
Exactly. Anyway. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye. You could say goodbye to Mercer.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks for joining us, guys. And you can also watch the video later and check us out on pixelitis.net. And totally follow myself and Mercer on Twitter and also Pixelitis. Pixelitis is at Pixelitis blog. What's your Twitter handle, Mercer?
Mercenator.
I still laugh at it. I don't know why.
It's alright.
Anyway. Mine is Karen_P_Rivera. But yeah, we'll be doing this feature hopefully every week. Let us know if there's anything you want to add or change, or shoot us questions before and after. Tell us what we're doing, cool or bad. If you want to hear more about dinosaurs and quiche Lorraine,
then we're obviously excellent and on point. But
I might have to marry whoever it is that asks me the next question about quiche Lorraine. Please, whatever. I know you're already married, but Mercer, anyway.
Well, I could probably marry someone else for quiche.
This is just a quiche-only relationship, just letting you know. I'm only here for the quiche.
I am only here for the quiche. Quiche only, okay? Quiche only.
Can you start a dating website for quiche-only lovers?
I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to go see if that domain is alive and buy it.
Okay, everyone, we're going to sign off now before this goes everywhere.
Before it gets really weird. Okay. Bye!
Bye.